What's good, people? Welcome back to another episode on my channel. If you're new here, welcome. So today we're going to be talking about some long-term valuable cryptocurrencies and blockchain projects that you should be invested in 2021. I know there's a lot of noise in the market currently because of the hype of cryptocurrency, one especially being DOGECOIN that has now risen to number 4 in the crypto ranks. I wanted to tell you today that despite the noise, you should definitely be paying attention to projects that have a long-term value. So today we're going to dive right into the top 5 picks. Let's go. At my number 1 today, I have Ethereum. So the OG cryptocurrency holders will probably crucify me for this one because I didn't say Bitcoin, but I believe Ethereum has a lot more value in the market. Starting off, Ethereum recently smashed past $4,200 at a new all-time high from January, which was $1,000. So insane growth. But overall, Ethereum also has introduced us to very, very new spaces, such as we have decentralized finance and also NFTs. So these are very, very new aspects of cryptocurrency that we didn't know could exist in the past that Ethereum has now powered because of the ability for applications to be built on top of it. So speaking of Ethereum just overall, there's price predictions all over the places. Ethereum could hit 20,000, Ethereum could hit 100,000. So today I just wanted to talk a little bit about what we are seeing in terms of major upgrades to the Ethereum network this year in 2021, which is going to be Ethereum 2.0, which is coming out with the proof of stake network. The proof of stake network is going to change the game for Ethereum because we will be shifting away from mining. And in addition to that, we're going to be seeing EIP 1559, which is an update to Ethereum's network. Again, that is going to make it a deflationary asset, which is going to make it very, very similar to the way Bitcoin works in terms of a wealth asset versus just another cryptocurrency. So the problem with Ethereum right now is the supply in the market is basically infinite. So the circulating supply is going to continue to increase over time. But EIP 1559 is going to be burning a lot of Ethereum over time as transactions occur. And this is also going to help solve the problem of Ethereum's high fees in the cryptocurrency space. So now to number 2. It is not a coincidence that Ethereum is number 2 in the cryptocurrency market. This is because of its strong ecosystem, lots of developers, lots of people very involved in building applications on top of Ethereum's ecosystem, which is why number 2 today is Solana. Solana is a project that is really built by one of the best engineers in the world, literally a project that is also growing very fast in terms of the ecosystem of applications being built on top of it. The important thing about Solana as well that I wanted to point out was when you look at Solana compared to a lot of other cryptocurrencies, so here you can see the Solana's value proposition is its insanely fast transaction speed. So as you can see, the transaction per second is 65,000 and no other blockchain really comes close to this. And in addition to this, the average fee per transaction is extremely low. So there's no trade-off for that speed. You're paying the least amount for the insane amount of speed. So the latency is 0.4 seconds for it to process each of these single transactions that we're talking about. Their validator network is also continuing to grow. And as we can see, transactions to date are very, very high. So the reason I'm talking about Solana today is because Solana is going to be one of the platforms that I see becoming as valuable as Ethereum. As more applications continue to be built on top of it, it increases the value of the ecosystem. So it's not just a standalone platform. A lot of other cryptocurrency and blockchain platforms are going to rely on Solana. So Solana would basically be feeding off of their ecosystem as well because they'll be leading the charge for them. So Solana, definitely one to have in your investments or just on your eye, on your radar, because Solana is going to be one of the platforms that powers a lot of different applications, especially in DeFi and NFT spaces. As we see, they're starting to get more attention from NFT companies like Burnt Finance and also just decentralized finance in general, decentralized exchanges. So this is definitely very, very interesting one to continue to pay attention to. So if you have not chopped off my head by now, we're on to number 3, which is Bitcoin. So this is the godfather of the cryptocurrency space. This is a no-brainer. Bitcoin is going to be digital gold. It is very, very much the top when it comes to anything having to do with the cryptocurrency market. It literally runs the market. As you can see here, Bitcoin's dominance is 42.7% in a $2.4 trillion market. In addition to that, we can see very, very large institutional adoption of this. And it's very interesting because whenever they talk about the cryptocurrency market, Bitcoin is the first thing. As you can see, many companies are accepting it as payment now all over the world. Anything having to do with the cryptocurrency market is definitely run through Bitcoin. So you definitely want to continue to hold Bitcoin. The interesting thing too is because Bitcoin has a hard cap on its circulating supply, which is going to be 21 million. Currently in circulation is 18 million, which is 89% of its total cap. What we're going to see is there is a shrinking supply because billionaires have started to buy out Bitcoin by the bulk. So as you know, supply and demand is going to play a role in any market anytime. And the more that the supply drops, you can tell how much the value is going to continue to increase over time. So this is one you definitely want to continue to hold over time because it is going to increasingly go up in value over time. So now number 4, Cardano is another exciting project that I wanted to mention. As you can see here, the maximum supply ever is going to be 45 billion coins and currently sitting at 31 billion. And this project is very, very exciting because they are trying to scratch and itch every single industry. So from enterprise to education, retail, agriculture, government, finance, and healthcare, they're working to solve issues that have to do with either credentials, losing data, or faking data. So this is going to help improve a lot of different things and different aspects. I find it very, very interesting because their value proposition is going to be solving specific problems in specific places. But the interesting thing I want to also mention is their ecosystem is also having projects built on top of it. The thing that drives Bitcoin is something called Metcalfe's law. And according to a lot of very knowledgeable people, Metcalfe's law is basically the concept of how you can calculate the actual value of a network, because as you can tell, blockchain technology is just a network of computers, developers, users in an ecosystem, and like we just value it in a certain way. It's not very similar to the stock market. It's a very different type of value. But basically, this is what Cardano kind of has in a sense because it's adding users and people to its network in very, very different ways than the other blockchains are doing, and it's going to continue to increase over time because Cardano is very, very exciting for a lot of people in a lot of different places. So definitely keep an eye on Cardano because it's going to continue to grow its ecosystem over time as it continues to solve problems all across the globe. Last but not least, I wanted to talk to you today about a new project that just hit my radar called Internet Computer. So this project just went live very recently on the market. And as you can see, it is the first blockchain that's going to be running at web speed that's going to allow applications to be built on top of it. So it's a blockchain computer that scales smart contract computation and data, runs them at web speed, processes and stores data efficiently, and gives powerful software frameworks to developers. So one thing I wanted to point out here, they look very, very well put together. This project has been in the works since 2016 by, again, the greatest engineers out there. And as we can see, their thing is they're going to be the third invention in the market. So they're coming out with a bold claim. And as you can see, they have put Bitcoin and Ethereum on the radar because they're trying to basically put those two things together to reimagine how essentially developers can build and entrepreneurs can build at scale. So the goal is to bring a way for people to build applications and deliver them to end users without having the middle layers involved. So as you can see here, they're trying to take away the traditional IT stacks, such as big tech cloud services. So we're talking Amazon Web Services. We're talking about a lot of database systems, CDNs, VPNs, and a bunch of different things. So they're trying to just have developers develop and create a user experience that can go straight to the end user. So this is a very interesting project that I want to continue to follow. So one thing here is who will use internet computer. So they're targeting, again, entrepreneurs, developers, and enterprises that are trying to continue to build software for the internet specifically, right? And the goal is to try to take away some power from monopolies such as Facebook, Google, and Amazon. So in today's age, if you want to build an application that you want to scale across the world, you're most likely going to be building using Amazon Web Services. And this is trying to be another solution that kind of decentralizes that power away from big companies, because if Amazon shuts down, essentially millions of companies across the world will also get wiped out because their servers are Amazon based. So this is a very, very interesting project that I'm going to continue to follow. It sounds very, very cool. The internet computer, they look very well put together. It looks like this has been in the works for a long time, and I can't wait to see what comes out of it. So as you have it today, those were the top 5 coins that I have picked for y'all. So to my DOGECOIN holders, I have nothing against DOGECOIN. I'm actually very excited that DOGECOIN is making headway in the market. I think DOGECOIN is going to continue to go up in value in the long run. It has a lot of great backers, Elon Musk and the rest backing it, but also just being a force that it is and having a very strong ecosystem of supporters and believers. I think it's going to continue to go a long way because, number one, it represents what cryptocurrency really is, which is a decentralized space for people to make what the value is, what it is, and that's what it's doing. It's the vehicle for the people to decide what the currency's value really truly should be. So that's my list for the day. If you found any of these coins interesting, definitely let me know in the comments section what you think about them. If you want to hear more about them, definitely let me know as well. I have a lot of videos breaking down Ethereum, Solana on my channel, so you should definitely check those out if you want to know a lot more information about those two. It was your boy Elijah bringing you just a quick update and some interesting information. If you like this video, make sure you smash that like button, and if you're new here, make sure you subscribe, because this is just a tip of the iceberg in terms of the information that I share. So you definitely want to stay tuned to this channel to get a lot more from here. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Don't speak to no one but the facts to the masses.